wings in front of his chest. It's just his way of saying that he's at peace, and he's passing loving energy, saying that he's giving love to the family, and that the older generations continue to watch over the family. And he just said to me, your mom was here. She needs you to know that she loves you. But today had to be about him. Do you understand it? Because they're saying to me, he's the one you're worried about the most besides this other granddaughter. Do you understand it? Okay. So it's just their way of giving support over the situations with the family. All right, I'm gonna, overdose. All right, honey, come stand beside me. All right, I'm gonna go back and forth between him and the gentleman named James. So I'm being told I'm gonna have to cross somebody over if they are ready. This gentleman that's making me feel the overdose, I know he's been gone for quite some time. Do you understand it? Because he keeps saying to me, they haven't seen me in years. Do you understand it? Okay. Did you feel close to him, honey? Okay. Can I ask you a question? Did you look up to him? Yeah. Okay, because he's saying to me, he was someone that he looked up to, because at the age that he was before the passing happened, he was the only constant in his life besides you. Do you understand it? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is this a friend of yours? That he called him Uncle Wayne? Okay. Because he said to me, I've never had a chance to talk to her since I've been gone. Do you understand it? Okay, so he's stepping in. He makes me feel a friend to you, but he makes me feel like he looked at him like he was a son. And he keeps saying to me, on again, off again, drug use. Do you understand it? Cocaine. I'm seeing the cocaine bag. That's not the only drug he did. Drug of choice, though. Drug of choice, because he's saying to me, drug of choice. Okay, and he's showing me the cocaine bag. Oh my gosh, he is very laid back, a little shyer, but I feel like outgoing at the same time. Do you understand it? Because he's making me feel his personality. And all he keeps saying to me is, they will never know how much they meant to me. Huh? Do you understand it? Okay. Was he like such an endearing friend to you? Because they make, as he steps in, I feel like I want to hug you, and I keep getting the word endearing. Do you understand it? Did you look at him like one of the closest people to you at that time? Because he said to me, did you look at him like a brother, honey? Because he said, she was my sister. She was my sister. That's how he felt about you, okay? He's saying to me, I've always watched both of them, and I've tried to pay attention to everything that's going on in their lives. But he says he looked at him almost like a father figure. And that's why it's been so hard on him since the passing. Do you understand it? Okay. So I'm going to ask him to step closer to me, because he's saying to me, there's a message for you, and then there's a separate message for him. Okay? Did he call you sis? He just said, I don't know if he called you sis, but he makes me feel sister, and all he said to me was, sis, I'm right here, I haven't gone anywhere. Meaning that he's always with you. Okay? Did you know that his feelings for you went past friendship? I don't feel like it was like that for you, though. Do you understand it? Okay, because he just stepped in and he goes, talk about when we were talking about crushes earlier. Because that's what Chris had just said. Do you understand it? And he just said, I know she knew that I had a crush on her, and I always wished it could be more than just friendship. But I was there for her, and she was there for me, and I know she looked at me like a brother, and she was always like a sister to me. He said, I would have done anything for her, I would have taken care of her. He said, not that she wouldn't have given me the time of day, it just wasn't like that for her with us. Do you understand it? I'm just repeating his words, so as long as you understand it. So he makes me feel like the boundary isn't fully crossed. Do you understand? Good. So was he just more like a friend to you? Okay, good. Because he makes me feel like there's the back and forth intimacy line. Do you understand? We're not going to go any further. We're just going to leave it. Because they're showing me the wall and they're saying it's too personal. But he's making me feel the connection of what was and what could have been. Do you understand? Wonderful. Okay. I just want her to be happy. There's part of her that never really feels like she's fully herself, and she's always searching for something. Tara, one day I hope she finds it. But in the meantime, through all the journeys that she's going to take, and every time she falls, let her know I'm going to be here to help her pick her back up. Do you understand it? As he's saying to me, I'm concerned about how aggressive your relationship is now. Meaning there's aggressive emotional feelings of what you're going through. And I feel like it's the relationship tie of the person that you're with now. I don't feel like there's like aggression as far as anger. I feel like it's more like, I'm trying to figure out how to put this, honey, without crossing the line. You need to be able to be yourself. And sometimes you feel like you can't be. Do you understand it? That's all I'm going to say. Okay? He keeps saying to me, I just want her to be happy. I want her to be loved. I want a man to treat her well. Tell her I see what she's going through. She's trying to get things fixed in her life because she still feels like she's always trying to catch up. Do you understand it? Perfect. It's just his way of saying that sometimes you feel like you can be yourself and sometimes you feel like you can't. Do you understand? Okay, that's what it's about. Okay? He just said, DJ, I miss you, man. That's what he said. That's what he just said. You know how much I always cared about you and cared about your mom. And it was hard for you when you found out that I died. Because you always looked up to me. And he's saying to me, he would have never left your side. He always would have been there for both of you. And he keeps saying to me, she needs to know that I will always watch over him. Because that's what he's saying to me, okay? I will always watch over him. I will see him through the things that he's going through in his life. Because if I was there, I would have been doing the exact same thing. Do you understand it? He said maybe with a little more jokes and attitude. Do you understand? That's what he just said. Maybe with a few more jokes and a little more attitude. But I'm still doing the same thing from here. Do you understand it? Wonderful. Good. He's saying to me the passing was accidental and there was just too much put into the system. Because there was questions of whether it was done on purpose. Because he's saying to me, I had my demons like everyone else, but I didn't take my life on purpose. There was just too much in my system. Do you understand it? And that was a question. Did you feel like it was accidental, but you wondered? Okay, that's why he's giving you the answer, honey. Because he's doing this, and he keeps saying to me, I just needed her to have more peace of mind about this. Do you understand it? Perfect. Wonderful. Okay, I'm being told I have him for just one more minute, and then they're going to start to move me to other people. But they're saying to me, these three people were important because there's the connection with Chris, but the family needed to know that he was at peace. Okay? He needed to be able to give guidance for the two of them, let them know that he's still with them, and then James was guidance about him, and then guidance about the other family situation. Okay? So I'm going to ask him if there's anything else that he wants to say, because then I'm going to be doing a crossover. Because there's a gentleman that just passed named James who is not fully crossed, and I'm going to help him. He's not on the level that he needs.